Hey everybody! On this episode of Gaming and Collecting, me and Alex are going to be taking a look at another game as a part of our The Games That Shaped Us series, particularly a game from Alex's childhood. We'll be looking at Detective Barbie and the Carnival Caper. It is sure going to be an experience. But anyways, guys, on with the episode. Are you having a stroke over there? So how you been?
I thought I was gonna burp and then it didn't come out.
Great.
I was trying not to burp on the podcast. I've been good. I still haven't started my job yet. I'm kind of going insane. I'm running out of things to do, but it's finally warm enough where it's biking time again. So I've been biking. I've biked for the past 3 days every day.
Good.
You want to hear my miles?
Sure.
Uh, so on Monday, I did just about 23 miles. I went to a park in our town. It was pretty nice. And then yesterday, I only did like 11. I think it was only like we did like 12, but I went on a bike ride with a friend. It was more of a leisurely catching up with a friend bike ride. But then today, I did 25. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if I'll go biking tomorrow. I'm debating it. I might I have an e-bike, so I might charge the battery just in case. But yeah, I did 25 today. And now
Nice.
I'm tired. I went all the way to
Don't
I
dox us.
basically went all what?
Don't dox us.
No, I wasn't gonna tell docs the location. I was just gonna say I basically went almost to Pooh's groomer. So I like went right before the bridge.
Nice.
Oh, the bratwurst place. I was across from there. There's a little park there, so I biked through that.
Nice.
No one will be able to find out. No one knows. Yeah, I went up the whole street, and I almost thought I was gonna die like 3 times.
Don't do that.
It's not like so. I bike with the traffic because that's what you're supposed to do. Um, but there was a couple close calls where like people like where there was no really lane for me to bike, and it was like I was on the line, and like they did not move over, and I was like, Jesus, I'm gonna die. But thankfully, most people were pretty nice, and like I don't bike in the road. I try and bike on the side because I feel like that's the good courteous bike thing to do. But there's some sections where I just can't. So yeah. So I almost died, but it's fine.
Don't
It's
die.
fine. It's not my plan. But you know, if it happens, oh well. I lived a good life. I'm kidding.
That just got morbid.
You want to put on the clown music? That'll make it unmorbid.
No, I think that'll make it more morbid. Just because that's what's going through your head as you're thinking these things.
Well, you know, what am I gonna do? Someone hits me with their car while I'm biking. Like,
If you don't die, you get a nice settlement.
yeah. So, I got 2 options.
I got to, speaking of cars, I got to pull mine out today, finally. Take it out of hibernation.
Ah, Veruca?
No.
Veronica?
No.
Endive? That was a character from Chowder. Do you remember Endive?
No. I don't remember Chowder.
I fucking love that show.
I know. That show was like your humor, though.
The show was so fucking weird, but it was great.
No. I pulled my Mustang out of hibernation. I put gas in it. And
Was she musty?
no, because I leave the windows down while it's in the garage.
You do?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to?
It's a garage. It's not like it's outside.
Oh, true. I don't know. I guess like I don't consider my garage outside. Yours is more insulated than mine. There's like part of your house where mine's separate.
Yours is a little shack out in front of
Yeah.
your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to work out in there, and I'd like be laughing at YouTube videos, forgetting that it was connected to your neighbor's garage.
It's okay. I've definitely like parked in my garage before and hit the side of the wall and just went fuck. And then like my neighbor, I can hear my neighbor laughing on the other side of the wall. So I'd be like, "Oh, sorry, go to my house."
Yeah,
You know, it happens when you share a space with someone, and it's not soundproof. They hear fucking everything.
yeah. I guess that's the one upside to mine being connected to my house is like I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Bill, what's this Friday?
We're going to a concert.
Whoa, whoa! Who are we
I
seeing?
3 Days Grace and Disturbed.
Whoa, whoa!
Now you're supposed to go, wow. I can only ever do it sometimes.
Hold on, hold on. Nope, it didn't happen. I thought I was feeling the burp again. I keep
I
feeling
thought you were
it.
like, I thought you were just like preparing for like the greatest David Draymond impression ever.
No, it would be ooh wah. Yeah.
That one was so rough. Your mic just said nah.
I can't do that. You people hear me talk. You know I can't make that fucking sound.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun though. I have to leave work that Friday at like 10. I'm gonna lose half a day's pay, but it's fine. It's the only
Hey,
way we'll make it to Boston. And
it's worth it because we're going early for we're doing a meet and greet, which we've never done before, so that should be pretty cool. But yeah, so we got to get there early.
yes,
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear.
I'm gonna wear my Saint Estonia shirt.
I don't know what it's gonna be like. Gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
Gotta figure that out.
So we found out
I don't
your
know if I got. I don't know if I got it down with the uh. I'm brain farting.
Disturbed.
Disturb. I don't know why. Like I know them, but for some reason the name has just been like leaving my brain all week. I never got a Disturbed shirt. Who did I get at that concert? I don't know if I got a shirt at that one.
No, I think you got an Alter Bridge shirt.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I got the long sleeve one. I don't really want to wear long sleeve. I might
Yeah,
just get a shirt there.
probably for the better because I don't have a 3 Days Grace shirt. I have the Saint Estonia shirt.
Yeah, but it should be fun. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Should
So we found out your cat's obese.
yes, we did. She's going to the groomer on the day after the concert, which should be interesting.
A disaster.
Yes. Well, it's just gonna be tough waking up, probably. It's gonna be tough
Probably.
waking up. But, you know,
I have to get up regardless. So
well, same.
yeah,
Well, you have the thing. I have to get up. I have to give her to the groomer. It is hard if you get off schedule. Anyone who has a long-haired cat, if you get off your groomer schedule, good luck. You'll never
yeah.
get back on. You'll be messed up for so long, and she needs it. She needs her nails trimmed bad. I
I
think I'm gonna ask them to shave her. But
Spinxer.
no, I'm kidding. I've been thinking about it just to see like how low her belly hangs.
She would look so weird.
Oh my. Well, this is actually kind of sad, but also kind of nice. So there was I've been following the story on Instagram Reels of this cat named Garbanzo, and she had basically found these kittens, and Garbanzo was one of them, and basically took them in, raised them, and helped get them adopted. And unfortunately, the person who adopted Garbanzo was a piece of shit. Um, and basically overfed like Garbanzo, like they said my cat was obese. Garbanzo was obese. Overfed the cat. Cat was stress eating. They were abusing the cat and eventually just set it outside. Um, and then it was picked up by animal um animal security. I don't know what it's called.
Animal control.
Animal control. The cat was picked up by animal control, and the um she had it she had all of them the QR, not QR code, the
Chip.
tags, the chips. She had the chip on the cat. So they actually ended up contacting her. She contacted the person. They basically blew her off. Eventually told her a bunch of lies and stuff, but abused the cat to the point of when she had adopted them, the cat, it was the sweetest cat too. When she first got the cat back and was gonna kind of socialize it, it would just hiss, it would attack, like completely different cat. But long story short, cat's doing so much better. I've been following the journey. Now the garbanzo will come up to her, meow, purr. So it just shows like the environment of like how you treat your animals can really change the nature of your pet. Um, but Garbanzo had to get a surgery done, which involved them shaving Garbanzo. And Garbanzo was very fat. And oh my god, the belly. The fur can't hide it anymore. They showed it everywhere. Oh, which I felt so bad laughing at because the poor thing, but they actually did so much better after shave because the fur was all matted and gross
Mm.
and so yeah, maybe I'll shave Pooh to just see how chunky. Cause mom's like, our mom will joke and she'll be like, she's just fluffy, and I'll be like, I don't know, mom. I touched the sides of her and it is solid. It's not fluff. She's fat. So long story short, follow Garbanzo the cat's story. It's a very sweet. Well, you feel terrible, but you're glad the cat's doing a lot better. But also, tell my cat to stop begging for more food because she's not gonna get more. She's on a diet. A diet.
Nice.
Yes.
So
That was long. Sorry.
I've been reading the solo leveling manga.
I know you
Manhwa.
told me. You told me you couldn't resist.
Because every episode ends in the fucking most annoying cliffhanger.
Bill, this is why I'm waiting until until it's fully out. What's been dubbed so far?
They just finished the Hell Dungeon,
Okay.
the Demon Castle.
How much
Whatever.
have you read so far?
I just got up to the start of season 2, so the Red Gate.
I feel like you can't go past.
No,
You
I
gotta
have to
wait.
now.
You got
Nah.
You have to wait.
I need you. You went ahead.
Well, yeah, but the show was when I went ahead, it was already season 2 wasn't out yet. You have to wait at least until season
Nah.
2. You can't spoil it for yourself. That's not fair.
It's not spoiling if you're reading the official source material.
All right. Well, at least you'll see like some of the differences and some of the stuff you might have missed too.
I love how deranged some of the art is.
Oh yeah.
Like
I
the
will
scene where
say. Oh, you go first.
I was gonna say, like the scene where he grabs Gina's face during the parent teacher conference, and it's just like,
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's a lot of. I mean, but I feel like that's with a lot of animes. Like, you can't always translate everything perfectly, and you do miss some of those character moments. I will say though, I saw screenshots of like the next, like the big fight that's coming up, and I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed with how they animated one of the characters. I'm a little disappointed. I feel like they could have done a lot better. This is supposed to be a very threatening character, and in the manhwa, they seem more threatening. And how they animated it, I don't know. I've only seen screenshots, but I'm not super impressed. I think they could have done better.
you have to wait till you see the animation.
Yeah. No, I will. I won't judge until I actually see it. But from like the stills I have seen, I've just been like, because they've been kind of doing the comparison of like the manga versus the manhwa versus the anime, and I'm like, ugh. This is the one time where like I kind of have to agree that doesn't look as threatening. That's the only thing I'll argue is that when something is supposed to be intensely threatening and scary, like make it fucking scary. It didn't feel scary to me.
You can't scare the little babies watching.
Oh, boo hoo. The little babies are upset that he cried over his mom.
Yeah.
Bill.
What?
Why does it still look crooked?
I ain't moving it again.
It looks I know it's not. Maybe it's just because it's not as bad as it was. But it is a little crooked still.
I
I just stopped saying.
What?
Are we going to Anime Boston?
I haven't bought the tickets, so probably
We'll have
not.
to see. I don't think it's anytime. When is it? I don't think it's soon.
I have no
Anime.
idea.
When is it? Oh, it's not until May.
We'll have to see.
It's May 23rd to the 25th.
When's the Rhode Island anime? If they're super close together, that's my only concern.
I don't think so. June.
June.
Oh, actually, that is kind of close. Because it's May 23rd to the 21st versus June 7th to the 8th.
Yeah, that's a little close. Like
Yeah,
money
that's a little close for
was.
me. No,
Yeah.
I agree. All right, we'll just try the new one this year.
Yeah. So
Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching the Gaming and Collecting.
no. What is wrong with you?
Wait, what are you
What?
drinking?
Ugh.
Put on the music.
It's a sparkling ice. It's the same thing I drink every time.
What flavor? So we know.
Fruit punch.
Give us a fact.
It's flavored sparkling water.
Give us at least the sodium. Give us something different.
It's got zero pretty much everything.
Good. That's good to hear. So 0 sugar, 0 sodium, 0 whatever else is in there.
Sure, it's got vitamins.
Got vitamins.
That's all I'm giving you.
Nothing else.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Cheap Forest sparkling water, 0 sugar, 0 calories, grape delight. If I cover one letter, that does not sound right.
Purple.
It's naturally flavored. 11.16 fluid ounces, which is 330 milliliters. Let's see. We got, it's less than 1% juice. Then what is it? 1 can is 0 calories, 0 fat, 15 milligrams of sodium, 5 grams of carbs, 0 sugars, 5 grams of erythritol, 0 grams of protein, 10 milligrams of potassium.
That's enough.
It's carbonated water, erythritol, natural flavors, citric acid, potassium sorbate to ensure freshness, sodium bicarbonate.
You just give the same facts every time. This is boring.
No, this is the ingredients. Sodium bicarbonate. It adds a negligible amount of sugar.
This is where everyone's clicked off the podcast.
Distribute. No one's clicked off. They love this segment. Bill, what would you rate your drink on a scale of 55 mermaid princess Barbies? What would you rate it?
3 sketchy guys in a trench coat.
Trying to sneak into a movie theater?
Sure.
Bill, give me a rating scale.
What would you rate yours out of Race Car Tunnel of Loves?
I would rate it. Well, how many?
1 out of 5.
I would rate it 2. It's not that great, and it kind of has like that
Because
fake grapey flavor.
there is no grape flavor. It's purple, goddammit.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah.
There's no artificial grape does not taste like grape. It is
Well,
purple.
especially because I ate grapes earlier, which I gotta say, whoever sells grapes with seeds in it, why the fuck do you do that? No one wants that. No one wants to eat a grape and feel the crunch of a seed.
Some
It
people
really
might.
fucking ruins it.
Some
No.
people might enjoy it. Some people might just swallow them whole.
The thing is, no, you shouldn't do that. The thing is the grapes that I got, it was mixed with green grapes that didn't have seeds. It was red grapes that did have seeds. So I ate the green grape and went, yummy grape with no seed. And then I ate the red grape and went, why is my grape crunchy?
See,
it was immediately disgusted.
The weirdest.
Then I'd eat the grapes and like pick out the seeds because I don't want to fucking eat the seeds because I don't want my grapes to be crunchy.
See, the weirdest food quirk I've ever seen was a guy eating Starbursts, but he didn't unwrap them.
Well, yeah, you can eat the paper.
You're not supposed to.
No, you can. It's edible. You gotta eat it. It's part of the experience. You don't eat the paper?
No. I just saw like just not even unwrapping.
No, that's normal.
No, it's
Everyone
not.
eats them with the paper.
Everyone is stupid then.
Well, that's rude. I'm leaving. Oh, how did your podcast go after I interrupted?
It was fine.
Also, was Matt mad?
No, it was just random.
Was he confused?
We were all a little confused.
That's okay. Should I just pop in on a 3DO next time?
That'd be random.
I could just pester with more questions. Just for Thrak, not you. That would be funny.
Anyways, moving on. We have a topic for this game.
No, uh-oh. Where is it? I did actually burp that time.
Good. So we're doing another.
Edit it out.
We're doing another games that shaped us.
I don't want to.
But this is a game that shaped you.
Well, shit. It must be terrible because I'm awful.
So we're talking about one of the most weirdly complicated licensed games I think we ever played. We're talking about Detective Barbie, the Carnival Caper. You used to play this game a lot.
I did?
Yeah, because you would constantly be like,
I've never heard of this game. I thought this was a game you played.
This joke isn't even funny. Move on. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this game, like, you would play this game constantly because the reason I know that is because you would constantly be like, I'm stuck. I need help.
Well, I was like 5. I was a child.
Still. So did you know that this is actually a series of games?
Yeah.
There's 3 of these.
Yeah,
I did not realize
I only played the original. I did not play the Vacation Mystery or the Mystery Cruise. Also love how they titled it Detective Barbie in the Mystery of the Carnival Caper. Then Detective Barbie 2, the Vacation Mystery. And then it just said, never mind, we're not going to continue with the numbers. And we're just going to say Detective Barbie, the Mystery Cruise.
Yeah. Yeah, the first 2 games were created by Guerrilla Systems.
Guerrilla.
And I'm pretty sure most people only know about the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. This game is very interesting. It is like I don't want to say point and click. It's kind of like a point and drag Barbie along the screen adventure mystery game.
Yeah.
And I always remember, like, the one thing about this game that was always like super crazy and unique was the fact that the naming because you could name yourself like in the game, and
Yeah.
Barbie would say your name. Um, there is so many name options.
And this is way before AI was a thing and made up
No, that
voices. So some voice actors just recorded every fucking name.
that Barbie actress recorded all of these names, which is I love too because you'll get to like say like Catherine, and there'll be like 6 different ways to say Catherine, but I'm pretty sure they just use the same damn line for each one of them.
Yep. Well, there's different spellings,
Yeah,
but all of
for
them
like
sound the same.
a lot of those names, that I always laugh because it's like I'm pretty sure they just used the same voice clip, so they didn't have to do every single one. They also did a lot of male names, which I find very interesting for the time.
Hey, you boys can play Barbie too.
I know I've played this game many times.
I know, and you had a great time. You have to admit, you had fun.
I was desperate to play video games at the time, so
Yeah. Well, and it was just fun going on a mystery.
yeah, this game's fully voiced too, which I find very amusing. Like it's like so the plot is really dumb. Essentially, Barbie and her sidekick Becky have just graduated from
Who's in a wheelchair?
yes, detective college, and they also look almost identical.
And
Almost
I think Becky was an actual doll you could buy. I mean, because that was the gimmick with like most of these kids games at the time. Like you could always buy the
well, yeah,
Barbie that
they
was
sell
associated with
toys.
it. Yeah. So I believe you could buy Detective Barbie. But I think you could also buy the side character. I already forgot her name. What was her name?
Becky.
Becky. I believe you could also buy Becky, which was also nice that they were making because I mean, think about it. How many dolls represent kids who are, in wheelchairs? There's not that many, so it's always nice when they make stuff
It's
like that.
it's better than the one with the removable pregnancy belly.
Wheel.
I
Yeah,
always
that
remembered.
was.
I
Oh,
remember that one
that.
particularly.
Yeah, looking back on that, I remember as a kid, I didn't have one, but our neighbor across the street had one, and I remember
Way to call them
like
out.
well, our next door, I didn't call their name, but our neighbor next door that we grew up with, she had one. I
I
think
doubt
she
they
bought it.
listen, but that's gonna be real funny if they
And
do.
it's not. It's all she bought. Her parents bought it for her, and like I remember playing with it, and I remember like being like, "This isn't weird or anything." But
Well, no,
looking
as a
back at it,
child, you don't think about it, but then it's like,
that is like one of the funny things they reference in the Barbie movie is they do go like, oh, that might not have been the great choice for children.
well, it's like that, and then I think of like the one that like was like the puberty Barbie, where you could like spin her
Oh,
arms
where you
around.
wind the arm? We
Yeah,
could do a whole podcast on just like well, eventually we gotta find all the Barbie movies and we gotta do a Barbie movie
well,
marathon. I
I
have
just
most of them. I just need a couple more.
I always remember that one because we'd had show and tell around like middle school or not middle school, elementary school, and
Mhm.
one of
I
the
was
girls
gonna say
brought.
middle school. If someone's bringing their Barbie to middle school, they would have been bullied the fuck.
Don't judge.
I'm
Yeah,
not
but what
judging. I would have been bullied if I had done that. Like,
one of the girls brought in the Barbie, the puberty Barbie, and I remember because it famously you would rotate the arms and a certain part of the anatomy would grow. And I just remember,
boobs.
yeah, and I just remember this one like shithead kid like had grabbed it while it was sitting on the thing, and he's like, "Guys, look!" And he kept like going back and forth, and I'm just like, of course, all the dumb children were laughing, but growing up in hindsight, you're like, that was really weird. And
Just like the
so,
pregnancy belly. And the worst part was is like in the belly, like fit the baby too.
yeah, it
So
was
like
this
when you
little
ripped it, you
baby.
could simulate like the Barbie fucking giving birth. And like that's so fucking weird, like to have your kids do. But okay, like here. But also, I
Well,
mean,
they had to compete with brats. I mean,
I think that came out before Bratz. No,
I don't.
the thing that Barbie used to compete with Bratz was the Mycene dolls, and they did a couple of those Mycene movies too.
I think
The
you had
lore,
them.
Bill, the lore. I believe they also tried to sue Bratz too.
Yeah, they got them
Uh,
taken off the market for a while.
yeah, but they're back. But then it's
You
so
remember
funny now too,
you
though, because
remember the Bratz movie that was so horrendous?
I fucking love those movies. My
No,
favorite
no,
one was
no,
Bratz
no,
Genie
no, no,
Magic.
no, 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 no. The live action Bratz movie.
Oh, we could do a podcast on the Bratz movies. Oh, we're adding it to the list, Bill. We're gonna watch
I'm
all
not
of the
watching the
Bratz.
live action one. I'm
No,
telling you
that's how
that.
we gotta finish it. We gotta finish with the live action. We gotta watch
I'm
all the
pretty
good
sure the
parts.
director of that movie knew it was garbage and went out of their way to make it as trash as possible.
Anyway, we're gonna do that too. Just wait, guys. Barbie movies is coming, and so will be the Bratz movies. But it's just funny now that they sued Bratz, for like making dolls. But then now, like you have like the Monster High dolls, which are basically Bratz but like monsters. And like I gotta
Zombies.
say, I would have fucking loved those as a kid. Like I'm so jealous of the dolls they have now. They're so much more fun, and cool. So I'm jealous. Every time I walk by, I'm like, shit. I wish I had those as a kid.
You could buy them if you want. No, now you
I
buy
mean,
figures.
I have stuff now that I
Alex
buy, but
doesn't buy female figures; she buys men. That's
men.
Alex's dude.
JoJo's men and other men. Yeah. But
Getting
anyways,
get
that was a tangent.
Yeah, getting back to the game though, it's the plot is basically a Barbie and Becky just graduated from detective school, and they're going to like a summer charity event because of
Mhm.
course they are, and Ken got kidnapped and all the charity money's gone. And I love how they're like Ken was kidnapped along with the charity money. It's like
Money.
which thing do they care more about? In
The
all
money.
honesty,
The
um,
money. Fuck
so
Ken. Give us the money.
essentially the game
Don't
is kind of
actually
like a
do
the game is basically like a point and click like adventure where it's like a who done
Ow.
it where you got to we walk around the park, search for clues, talk to people, interrogate them, and then yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say, similar to if you've ever played Putt Putt. Every time you go and replay it, the game changes and shuffles things up. So you won't always
Mhm.
play the same story, and you won't always have the same culprit.
Yeah.
But Ken will always be missing, but you really just want the money.
The best part is with the Ken is like sometimes it's like he's here and other times he's here. And it's like you always laugh because sometimes it's a location that you walk
Don't
past
you
like
see him
multiple
like
times.
tied up too? Don't they have like a photo of like isn't he tied up in a
Yeah.
screenshot?
At, at one point. The pre-rendered models in this game are so fucking ugly too.
I mean, they look like dolls, so I guess like they did
All
that
the budget
well.
went into the Barbie one, and then like all the other ones are so like ugly.
Oh, Barbie and like
Well,
whatever her fucking name is,
Becky's just a
Becky.
palette. Becky's a palette swap.
No, they have very different faces. Look at them. If you actually
Only
look at the
you would
side by
notice.
side, look at their eyes. Look at them side by side. Two fucking
I
different
don't
eyes
know. They both look like
and
Barbie dolls.
noses. They don't look the same at all. You're fucking. They look
Okay, ma'am.
Anyways, I'm looking at them. There's no like their face shape is different. Their eyes and noses are different. Everything is different. I'm like, what?
You know
But
what
Ken
triggers
looks
me?
horrifying. Ken looks
Yeah,
scary.
he does. You know what triggers me? The fact that on the cover she's wearing a purple suit, but then in game it's black.
Well, yeah.
Consistency.
Well, they had to make the cover look fun. But also, it makes sense that they actually had her in the black coat because the game is very colorful. There is a lot of purple use. If they had used purple, she probably would have blended in a lot. So that's probably why they went with black. Um, I love this screenshot of like Barbie just standing over Ken, and Ken just like looks like I'm confused.
He looks like a legit lifeless doll.
Who are some of the characters in There's the handyman who he just looks like a predator, I'm not gonna lie. He does not look safe. He shouldn't be around kids. I don't trust him.
He has exactly I like how you bring up him and not the fucking clown that owns the
Well,
park.
he came up first. I haven't seen the clown man yet. Where's the clown man?
I don't know. Like
I
look up
can't find him.
Ugh.
Oh god, there he is.
Yeah.
You know who he looks like? He looks like they definitely reused his face design. He looks like one of the villains in Barbie and the Princess and the Pauper.
Yes.
And he has a song in that movie and it's great. Anyways, that movie's underrated. I can't wait for us to watch it, Bill. Cuz
See,
you're going to watch all the Barbie movies.
the thing that I found the most interesting about this game too is the fact that like you could just randomly ride the rides for no reason.
Yeah. There's no reason. Yeah, there's
Well, there
literally
is
no
a
purpose.
reason later in the game because eventually, like as you uncover clues, you'll start seeing like this mysterious stranger in a trench coat running around, and sometimes you have to like get on specific rides to see him
Like
run to
the
random places.
slide.
Oh, I hate the slide because the freaking controls on that are so fucking dumb. Also, that slide, no way that would work in reality.
Well, yeah.
Because like the left and rights, like a child would just go face first into the wall and just die.
That
Like
would fucking hurt so
you'd get
bad.
you'd get one child into the wall, and then the next one would probably catapult over him to his death. Like, that's how that would work in real life.
You know, but Bill, remember that the fact that it's a fucking Barbie game.
I don't care. I'm talking realism here. Um,
Also, why was there a stripper pole in the basement? Oh no, it's not that. Okay. I looked in it. I was like, what the heck is that? It's a little platform.
you know, my favorite part too is like you talk to people, and I swear to God, everybody was like guilty as fuck. Like every
Everyone,
time you,
yeah.
I
Well, I
love
feel
just
like in any of those situations, like when they're interviewing people, like for me, like I know like that like I had to take the drug test for my new job. I know I didn't do drugs. I know I haven't done anything. But I still was like worried and like felt guilty even though I've done nothing. So I don't know, I just feel like sometimes people are just like, you're asking me questions. Or maybe I'm a serial killer. Who
yeah.
knows?
And then there was also
Dun,
like, so there was like
dun, dun, dun.
the random carnival rides you could go on, but then there was also like these like mini game rides, like that the Tunnel of Love, which was actually like a racetrack,
Yep.
and then the bumper cars. And I always remember they were so lame.
But remember, it was a PC game. There was the you could go on the carousel.
Oh yeah, and fucking fairy tales and memories because it had a song for no fucking reason.
Well, most carousels have a song. That's why it had it. They
Also,
most all the time they play music. That's part of the carousel experience.
my favorite part about the rides too was like anytime you would get on one of them because our computers had issues, they would
Mhm.
just the struggle bus would just start whenever they try to play the cutscenes,
Yeah.
and it'd be like the game would just like be like, "I'm dying" as it was trying to load.
I think there's bumper cars. I'm
I
pretty sure
remember the
there's
bumper
bumper
cars.
cars. And
It,
then there was also one of those games where you have like the water gun and you had to squirt it
in the
in the
frog,
mouth,
yeah,
but it was frogs. Yes.
yeah, and you would win. It was like reality where you would win even if you lost.
Yeah. Who are some of the I know there was like
There was the son of the
magician.
clown. Well, there was her, yeah. And she's all like, "Look at me, I'm famous. Who gives a shit about the kid that's missing?"
Yeah.
And she says that regardless of whether she did it or not.
Yep.
Um, oh yeah, the maintenance guy's name was Artie,
Artie.
and I always remember too because like a lot of times he'd be the helper at the end of the game, and they'd be like, "Someone was leaving us clues, by the way." It would just cut to his like goofy face and be like, "Thanks for all your help, Artie. You
But
were a
also,
real
why the
friend."
fuck didn't you actually do anything? Like
Yeah, I know.
actually
I
like
know.
Artie, fuck you. Like why'd you give us clues instead of just helping us?
I remember the one time you were playing too, and you got stuck behind the you went behind a building and got stuck somehow.
Well, yeah, because glitches in games.
Uh, yeah, I
Trying
always
to
remember
think.
like yes.
You go.
Well, I always remember too because the games like would be very predictable. Like you'd search around and talk to people, and then it'd be like you'd get on a ride and it'd be like, "Ooh, there's a strange figure running around there," and you'd almost catch them, and you'd get like a videotape. and then you'd watch
Yeah.
the videotape, and it would reveal where Ken was. Um,
Also,
and then you
just how wacky is this that the person who like kidnapped someone and stole the money is just hanging around the park still. It's just like wearing a black
and
cloak.
running around like a
Yeah,
maniac.
like making it seem like yeah, that person's not suspicious or anything. Like if especially the fact that it's someone in the park is always it. Like if they had just stayed in their normal outfits and probably just minded their own fucking business, they would have never found out. But they had to be a goofy sideshow character and go, "Hey, I'm gonna go torment everyone in the park." They could have
I
gotten
also
away with it.
I also remember there was like a ton of shortcuts in this game that you could unlock, and none of them ever made any fucking sense with the map. Like you'd go through a shortcut and end up in a place. It's like how
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 did I
does that
get
work?
here? Yeah, like there's no way that these buildings connected, but in the game apparently they did. And you're like, all right, I'm just gonna go along with this and hope for the best.
I always hated too when you needed to get in a certain place, and then it would the person that would sometimes like there'd be rooms that would have people in them, and
Mhm.
sometimes you'd need to be in there, but then you'd go in, and then the person would be there, and it would be like, oh, I guess you can't go in right now.
I have to say, one thing we haven't brought up is that though the game is very colorful and like bright and happy, there were some scary fucking sound effects in this game. Like some
Well,
of the noises and some of the things were so eerie, like it would be like, "Mwah," like I remember it like kind of scaring me as I was playing it when
well,
I
because
was a kid.
it's a dark, empty theme park. That's just always kind of creepy and
Yeah.
inherently
But like a
like
lot of the sound effects, like I remember like there was the stage. You'd go on the stage of where the magician lady performed. And one of the things you could do is like she had like this big like heart coffin situation. You could go in it. I just always remember like that creaking sound of like the doors opening was just very combined with the music was like like I always thought someone was gonna pop out of there and no one ever did.
see
Unless
the
Ken
thing
was
that
locked in there. Was that Ken's spot?
no, not in that one, but he would be in the trunk in the basement.
Yes. Which is also funny because like there was somewhere you're just like, how the fuck is he not in this trunk? And then he wasn't in. You're like, damn it.
See, my favorite too is like when it like the humongous entertainment games, you basically just click on shit,
Yeah.
and certain things will do things, but sometimes like there'd be like stuff hidden, and I always loved like there was one
Yeah, the
room where there was like
magnifying glass.
hmm, there was one room where I always remember like there was like a carpet that was sort of folded over, and you'd click on, and the whole carpet would just go woof open, and there'd be like a fucking like trombone under there. I'm like, how the fuck was that hidden under there?
Shh, don't question it. I think that was in the
The backstage
yeah.
magician
With
room.
like there was also one room that had just a bunch of like ghosts and like pumpkins, which was a little scary as a kid. I was like, eh.
You know what I always liked too? Like they would put like trench coats and like the hat, like the fedora. They would like leave those in every area where one of the people was, just to make it even harder to figure out who the person was.
They did make it tough on you. Like you did actually have to solve the mystery and like find the clues. Like you couldn't just guess. Like it never really gave you the answer. So it did make you work for it, but
You know what the best too was when you because you could get the keys for all the Ken
mhm.
hiding spots, and whenever you guessed wrong, it'd just be like, nope.
Truck tester.
Pretty much. Yeah. My favorite too was when you'd go to the concession stand, and I remember because you used to do this on like ad nauseum. You'd just go to it, open the popcorn, spill it all over the floor, leave, come back, open the
I
popcorn,
forgot
spill
about
it on the
this.
floor. I'd be like, Alex, stop,
No, I was a
stop,
child.
stop being a terror.
Bill, I'm oh, sorry. I just saw a screenshot of the guy of in the trench coat going up the slide, and it just looks so fucking stupid. Like, why do you think that that was a good idea? Like, ugh.
See, I was more always more disturbed like when like he'd be hiding in a ride, like either the bumper cars or the tunnel of love, and he just kind of creep his head around the corner and be like, ew, like that's just weird.
Yeah, he was creepy. He was a creepy man or
Yeah.
lady. Most
Oh yeah, because
likely a
it could
man, just
occasion.
based on the character. percentage-wise, it most likely would have been a man, but there was a chance of it being a lady, but it was only 1 and 1/4. No, just 1/4. What am I saying? 1/4. Blech, I can't brain. It's 1/4 chance.
Yes. Yeah, Ken's in-game model is horrendous.
Yes. Yeah, he does look scared. I don't know what Ken they were going for, but that's not the usual Ken. That's like Kevin. That's not Ken. Ken is blonde. Ken doesn't have a derpy mouth. He
That
also kind of
was
looks like a thumb.
the
He
early
looks like one of
90s
the thummies, like the thumb bibbies from
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids. Why does it always go back to Spy Kids?
Because
You
those
ruined
movies are
my
good.
dream journal. Anyways,
That wasn't even Spy Kids.
I know, but it's the same thing. It's the
And
same
now
to
all I can
me.
think of is that GIF that you keep sending me of Aaron Yeager. Yeah.
I fucking love that gif. I love that video so much. It just makes me laugh.
You know what I
Oh,
love too at the end? The ending is always like it's like the Scooby Doo ending too, where the person is like, "I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling
meddling
Barbie."
kids. Yeah, it really was a little bit Scooby Doo inspired. I kind of forgot about that, but
And then
yes.
like they're all like, "Thanks for helping us," and then Ken makes a stupid quip, and they're just like, "Oh, Ken." And then it's like one of those yuck 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 endings. And then
Shut up, Ken.
I also remember too, this was another famous game where you would it's like, and here's your junior detective badge. You could print it out, and this is where Alex would break the printer again, trying to print something out.
Yeah, that was the thing about all the Barbie games is that you could could you
Barely. But yeah.
I fucking love that video.
It's really funny though, because like it's not gonna pick up properly, so don't.
Aww.
Um
No.
yeah.
If you know,
Um
you know.
yeah. This is one of those games that's really fun to watch like people play nowadays, and they're all like, what is this? Like, where does it go?
Oh, like watching people go back and play. I know. I was like looking, like doing some research before, and like seeing the amount of people who had playthroughs and stuff of Detective Barbie. It did make me happy though, like knowing that, this was a really fun memory for a lot of people out there, not just us growing up. I always like to look and see if anyone brings it up on Reddit, just because it's always funny when you see amount of people. A lot of people brought it like together with like Nancy Drew. I never read the Nancy Drew books or anything, but or any of the other things, but I know other people did, so I found some people talking about it. But it was great to see a lot of people looking back and remembering it.
See,
In good memories.
I always remember uh when I think like PC like mystery games, I always think like Where in the World is Carmen San Diego?
Yeah.
That was
I
another
guess
game
this
that
is
we had that we couldn't get past the first screen because we were stupid children.
well, yeah, we were kids, you know?
We had so many educational games where we couldn't get past the first screen.
Well, some of them were designed for like different grades that like we weren't actually at the time, so it kind of makes sense. But you know, it's just growing up. I'm sure if you went back in it now, you would be able to do it great.
You know what I love? I love
What?
reading some of the official reviews for these games. Like this one, PC Gamer said this game had neither glitz nor glamour. Um,
Okay.
Super Kids said persistence, patience, and good directional abilities were required to solve the case instead of logic and deductive reasoning skill. It's like, I think you're just stupid.
It's a child's game. I mean, if we were able to figure this out as kids, I don't know.
I love how they
I
also
think people need
highlight
to just kind of.
another one that's funny. Like, it's like Russian website Seven Wolf wrote that the graphics were simple, but it was a good game for girls to unite around. There must not have been a ton of reviews for this
Okay.
game.
I doubt it. I mean, like
All right.
it's not like it was that big of a game or anything.
The BuzzFeed review said that the best part of the game was the rides and the Tunnel of Love. Did they even play the
I would
game, or
have to
did they?
say the slide.
It was like,
I Who knows? It makes me wonder how many Barbie PC games that I didn't play. Because I remember I played this one.
you played
I
this
played
one. You
Detective
played that.
Barbie.
You played that weird ocean one.
I had yes, Adventures with Barbie, Ocean Discovery. I
You
had
had
that one.
you played the
I
horse one.
had Genie
You played
Magic
both the.
Genie Adventure.
Hmm.
What?
You had the two. There was two different horse ones you played.
I had Barbie Horse Adventures Wild Horse Rescue. And that one was also kind of a mystery because you had to find one of the horses. And then I think I also had Riding Camp.
Yeah,
Or
because one.
no, it was Mystery Ride. I had Mystery Ride and Wild Horse Rescue.
Yeah, because one was like this weird side scroller thing, and then the other was like a full 3D thing.
Oh, there's another one. Oh no, that's Summer Camp. Yeah, I know I had those.
You also had that weird like extreme sports game.
I did have that like sports one. I'm trying to
I,
remember which.
I remember you played that one the least because you were like, I hate sports.
No, that one was fun. Well, that one also there wasn't that much you could do. It was
Well,
very limited. That's why I didn't play
because
it that much. It was Barbie Super Sports.
what I
Once you
remember
played
about
it, you could just get over. Like there wasn't
what
much
I
you could do.
what I remembered about that one was you ignored all the sports except for the skate park, and you just play around at the skate park.
Yeah, well, I just remember the skate park was the most fun, and everything else kind of wasn't that fun. The
Yeah,
skate park was the most fun, so that's why I played that one the most. And it had the most you could do.
there was also that Barbie Explorer game that you could never get past the first screen.
Yeah, that one controlled really badly.
Because that was a console game that they stuck on PC.
I also had Barbie. I believe I had Barbie Fashion Show, which
Probably.
that one was really fun because I loved anything like that. And then I think I also had Barbie Magic Hairstyler. I believe I
You
also had that one.
you had that weird one with like the magic mirror too.
Oh, that one? I don't actually think that was a Barbie game.
Oh,
I
I
think that
don't
was
know.
just a Princess Story game.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I know what you're talking about though. But there was a lot of Barbie games. I wonder if any of them are on Steam.
I highly doubt it.
I'm gonna Google it.
I'm
Let's
sure.
see. Barbie Project Friendship, which looks like it came out not that long ago. So,
So no,
damn it.
I don't think those games would even run on a modern PC. So
I can dream. Let me dream. Well, for now, I'll just need to find where can I find all the Barbie movies?
I'm sure you could find them through.
I might have some of them up in my attic. I should go
Maybe.
through my attic. I might have some there. All right, that's my plan. I'm gonna go through the ones that I have in that box set, and then I'll see what I can find in the attic, and then we'll be doing a Barbie movies podcast.
Oh boy.
We'll do that next weekend. We'll watch all the Barbie movies. Or I'll have to give you some links and you can watch them legally.
Sure.
All legal means.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Anyways, guys, once again, thanks for joining us on the Gaming Collecting Podcast.
I'm not done yet. You like jazz?
You can find us on all the major podcasting platforms, particularly Apple Podcast and Spotify. And be sure to check us out over on the SuperPod Network. That is superpodnetwork.com. It's an awesome site with a whole bunch of different podcasts, videos, blogs. We're currently doing a blog series of talking about some of our favorite PlayStation 1 games. So be sure to look out for that.
Did you hear that?
No.
Okay, good.
But yeah. So anyways, guys, once again, thank you for joining us. We will see you all later.
No. Everyone, go watch Barbie Fairytopia. That's the best series. Watch the first 3 movies. There's a character, his name is Bibble. Uh, you'll either hate him or you'll hate him. Either way, it's a great time. Watch the Barbie movies. Do your homework